bring it up a little bit. I can't. I want to hear this. I got to hear something. Got to give me something.
No, see, the problem with house volume is if I turn it up enough for you to hear it.
I'll tell you the one thing I don't like about house volume is it changes the environment in which I've been in for the past couple hours. So we've been like jamming with the house sound up, and it's kind of, it feels really good. It sounds great. And hey, everybody.
Welcome.
How you doing? Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. Can you believe it? This is like week 112 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a special Grown Man Record Night. We've kind of hijacked the place. The king of the show is not here. He's on a private island. And he's on his private island.
You know something? I'm not sure the king of the show would ever admit,
Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to
we have to listen to it with house volume down, which means we can't even hear what's going on.
So I don't know what's going on. There's John McLaughlin's playing right now, by the way, y'all. John McLaughlin.
We just have to hope you
amazing
hear that.
Guitar player, Mahavishnu Orchestra. He played with Miles Davis on Bitches Brew. That's all you need to say, really. But he went on to, and he's still playing incredible music. This was an album he recorded. This was the first album he recorded after playing with Miles Davis. It's called Devotion, and it's a very kind of psyche guitar, but it's definitely a jazz fusion. Great sounding record, and I picked it up in Atlanta a few weeks ago.
Atlanta?
Very happy to have it.
Hey, what are you doing in Atlanta?
I was seeing family. Just checking out mom and dad's new place. They moved from Savannah to Atlanta. That could be a big shock to the system, but I think they have everything within reach. So
as long as it's got all, everything's got its place.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, nothing.
I know one thing you've been up to. You fixed that. We showed you a little guitar amp, or a little amp.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That he picked up for $8, I think, at a Goodwill or somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
And you did some work on it and waved your magic wand, and now it's jamming. It's working.
It sounds pretty decent.
Yeah. How loud is it? How many watts is it?
It's 15 watts.
You can get a lot with the tube amp. You can get a lot of great sound with 15 watts.
Yeah. Put the mic real close. Turn it way up.
Play your harp in it.
Oh yeah, they're real good for harps.
How's the audio on? Are we getting picked up? Is everything cool?
I think so. I mean,
it's weird to do this and not have a program out.
If you think that everything is all wrong, why don't you text one of these two numbers and let us know, and we'll hear a little alarm that says,
"Just give me your number."
Yeah, my number is 31.
But we've got some great things on the program tonight. I didn't know what we would do. It's this is the format of Another Man. That doesn't sound right. But we could do whatever we want. But I kind of like the format. And let's talk about something we did a little earlier. Something we called 45 Hour.
Oh, that was fun.
It was the first time ever on this show that we spun 45s entirely for a while, and I think we went about an hour 15.
Oh, we will.
And that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
We could have kept going, too.
It keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. My feet are tired right now. I was going to put my sandals on, but I still got my boots on. Yeah, got to work in your boots, but you got to relax in your sandals.
Work boots.
So yeah, we got kind of an interesting chip chat coming up. A little serving suggestion, or is it? I'll just title it that. And an interesting, so to speak, I think. Oh, we're gonna cover some ground on some very weird sodas. Something that was sent to us by our friend Josh.
Oh, wait a minute. You got things to talk about?
Oh, I've got things to talk about and things to show. You're going to help me with this. I'm going to
have you have graphics you want to push buttons for?
You're going to punch up some graphics.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
They're more pics than graphics, but yeah.
Okay.
JPEG.
Well, I'll do my best.
So yeah, that's and we got a dig of the week. We'll talk about dig of the week, and actually, dig of the week's kind of we're going to take it a little broader this time. I was trying to decide what to do, what our theme would be. Do we need a theme? You need something. I ended up working on this a lot more than I thought I would. But tomorrow,
did you work on it?
Tomorrow,
I heard a little rumor that maybe you were working on a run-up for this show earlier this week.
A rundown.
Is that? Oh, I don't know the lingo. It's run down, not run up.
We could run it up.
Let's run it up.
If we run it up, we'll start down here.
We do the rundown backwards.
But yeah, I got a rundown. Yeah, well, I come from that side.
What is your favorite movie ever?
It's not Judge Dredd. In fact, I saw a couple good movies. Not really movies, documentaries over the week, and I wanted to mention those real quick. One was about Jeff Lynne, ELO, a producer extraordinaire. Although a lot of his stuff has that same feel. When you listen to George Harrison's Cloud Nine, when you listen to the Traveling Wilburys, when you listen to ELO, or you listen to some of the other stuff, there's this kind of Jeff Lynne wrapper on it. Although, incredible musician, incredible producer. The only man who could have pulled off the Traveling Wilburys to produce that group. But yeah, amazing. And another show I saw was a documentary about, what was it about? Oh, it was about Machine Head, the Deep Purple album, Machine Head, classic albums. And what was really neat about it was, the most interesting thing was the bass player was talking about John Lord, the keyboard player, and saying one of his tricks was he liked to go up high in the register and hold notes and get vibrato. And he said that was a trick he learned from Jimmy Smith. And we love Jimmy Smith here on the show. And he's holding a phone out for me for some reason. So
you have a special guest.
Am I going to? Is this on
it's
speaker?
On speaker?
Am I on speakerphone?
Hey, is this Steve?
This is Steve. Who's this?
Hey, Steve, this is Mike. I'm calling from Fripp Island, South Carolina.
Mike, I'm glad you could enjoy the program. I'm glad is this a first-time viewer?
Yeah, I think so, man. I caught this shit coming in I caught it in hot, man. I caught it hot. Coming in off the highway, man. I started picking it up. It was around about channel 18 or 19. I had to squelch out the ground noise, you know what I'm saying? And I started picking it up, and this shit's tight.
You going to me? You got an on-the-phone graphic you can go to?
I'm sorry,
you look like I'm holding.
Well, that's what you're asking. No, I don't have a hole-in-the-horn graphic.
Okay. Well, how about just a picture of maybe the caller? You can put the phone. You can put the caller's picture up. You could certainly put the caller's picture up.
Give me a phonographic, son.
You phonographic. Any one of those will do.
I got you.
Okay, hold on a second. There we go.
Here's your caller.
Nice. We got a phonographic.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So how are things at Fripp Island?
They're good, man. Taking the old vacation and coming down here with the girlfriend. And, man, this is a really dope house, man. I wish I could post up some pictures. It's really cool right on the ocean, man. We saw some wild deer. This is a fancy place, man. Fancy house. Good times. We got a little adult beverages. Hey, we kept it real this evening. We got a couple of former visitors to the program in the chip area. We got some of the Dinamitas, one of your favorites, and we got some of the Sweet Onion Utz kettle chips, man. We're keeping it real, having some adult beverages and some sodas and keeping it real, man. But we really appreciate you.
Hey, how many adult beverages?
In there, Steve. And,
how many adult beverages?
I can't hear you.
I know, he can't hear me.
Ryan wants to know how many adult beverages.
Just a few, because we got here really late, so we're just now getting going. But this house is really cool, man. This is a cool setup. This is definitely a grown man vacation setup.
So did you hear 45 hour?
Yeah, I've been tuning in, man. The 45, they sounded tight. That meters is off the chain, man. That brand new meters that you brought to the table this evening. I mean, what the hell, man? That's some legit stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. You guys are holding it down like I want you to. You know what I'm saying? And the tunes are sounding nice. We're down here on the coast. We're doing big things, but we're gonna give a program back to you. And so I'm gonna stay 10-10 on the side. I'm gonna keep listening. So thanks everybody for watching Groundman Record Night, and I'll be back on the seat next week.
All right, man. So you just couldn't stay off the show. You just couldn't stay off the show.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy.
All right, well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was a friend of the program. I don't know his name, but that was one of our friends of the program. We do appreciate. No, that was Mike. That was Michael P. And yeah, so here we are. This is Grown Man Record Night. In fact, I was wearing this, but it's really not mine. and I don't feel comfortable wearing it. So can't wear the Emperor's new clothes here. So yeah, so here we are. I want to say a few words about what we're doing. I decided we would pay tribute to John Coltrane. Tomorrow is the third annual John Coltrane International Blues and Jazz Festival here in High Point, North Carolina. It just so happens John Coltrane spent a good deal of time here as a boy and as a young man. So Blue Train, I picked that album up. Where is that?
Oh, it's over here.
I picked that album up like when I was in college, I think. It was back in 84, 83 maybe. This is a reissue. Of course you saw it. We played it just a minute ago. It's really one of my favorite jazz records, and it's for some reason it just seems to me like this album is set apart from most. You know, there's something spiritual, but you know, this album came out in '57, and an interesting thing about John Coltrane I did not know was he had beaten his heroin addiction in around '57, and at that point, a lot of his music took on a more spiritual realm. You know, went on to do Love Supreme, which is very spiritual. Giant Steps. These are, Someday My Prince Will Come. There you go. Okay. Someday Your Prince Will Come. So, but there's a group here in town. If you'll look, will you go down to the bottom of the menus? There's a Coltrane 1, 2, and 3. Look, it's probably the last 3 things I loaded in here. And there's some folks here at High Point.
I've got 2 and 3. Which one do you want to see?
Go ahead and put up 1. Some folks built a statue in honor of John Coltrane back in... Yeah, Coltrane began on the alto horn, which is kind of like a baritone horn, but it's smaller. Gives you that middle sound like a trombone, between a trombone and a cornet. And then he moved to saxophone. Because of him, and probably people like him, they ended up getting a band at the school. There wasn't a band before, because you know, there's kids like this that are amazing. So you know, but then he went to Philadelphia with his mom, and then I think it was the Navy or the Army for a little while, and then out, and boom, it all took off. So, yeah.
Yeah,
so they call him their own. He spent a good deal of time here growing up.
Oh yeah.
So, and there's a house on, what is it, Underhill Street, I think? His grandparents used to live, where he spent a lot of time. Yeah.
I know there's a boulevard.
He died of liver cancer at the age of 40
Really?
in 1967.
That is very young.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Well, what was
and
cool?
You're almost there too, right?
What was cool about it, during the unveiling, Carlos Santana was here. Carlos Santana did a reading
Here?
during the unveiling of the statue, and he talked about what an influence John Coltrane was on his music, and you can tell when you listen to Santana and some of his stuff. And Santana, who was good friends with John McLaughlin. Reason I played John McLaughlin was the connect between Carlos Santana and John McLaughlin. They made a solo record. I tried to find it, I couldn't find it, but they made a solo record with their guru, the Sri, whatever that guy's name is.
Sriracha. It's that hot sauce.
No, it's not the hot sauce. That's a good
sure?
Good guess, though.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's not. But anyway, this record we listened to, Devotion, was that record I was telling you after the Miles Davis stuff. He didn't like it. He said the producer, Douglas, ruined it in the post-production. He wasn't there for that when they actually mixed the record down, and he didn't like it at all. It's gotten some critical acclaim, but he wasn't very fond of it. But Carlos Santana, John McLaughlin made a record called Love, Devotion, and Surrender, and in it, they say the album is a tribute to John Coltrane. In fact, there's one song where they're doing the whole "I love Supreme, I love Supreme," just like the John Coltrane Love Supreme. It's very, very nice, very nice. I listened to it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and listen to it.
It's
one day I hope to have it. So
complimentary.
we played Devotion instead. And I've got a Carlos Santana record here that he made with John Coltrane's second wife, who happens to be a very good harp player, I believe, a jazz harpist and a piano player. Her name, Alice Coltrane. You're wanting to shovel some stuff. You're shoveling. You getting hungry?
I'm asking.
You getting hungry?
Yep.
What are we listening to now? This is Sergio Mendes in Brazil
correct.
'66.
Yeah.
I happen to be in
Sergio
Goodwill.
Mendes,
I
Brazil
picked up 3 more Sergio Mendes records, and they're all
Pick up all
Brazil
of them.
'66.
Pick up the rest of them.
Well, I've got some more at home, but I love this Brazilian lounge music, and it's Americana Brazilian. It's but it's cool stuff. I feel like I need a highball glass and a long cigarette. But what is that? What is that? I know symbol. I know some of your symbols, but when you do like a weird kind of.
You need a
no,
highball
I
glass?
don't need a highball.
What happened to that little flask you had?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I got that.
It's in the freezer, I think.
Okay.
But I need to talk about the co-dig of the week, because the co-dig, I was playing with a friend of mine. We were playing some music together, working on a show got coming up, doing some acoustics, a lot of cool stuff, some easy listening, some fun, some old tunes, guitars and a stand-up bass, and he gave me a record, and this is the Meters record. This is one of the holy grails of records. I may have to give it back because I don't think he realizes what he's given me. This is an amazing, amazing record. One of the most sampled records in hip hop. I don't listen to it for that. I listen to it for the music itself, and it's great music. If you go to there's a website called whosampled.com. It'll tell you put in a record and it'll tell you who sampled what off the record. What I counted from them was a total of 83 samples on well-known songs, and they're not all hip hop. Some of them are rock, some of them are even metal, I think. But
What other
the
genres
first
are there?
song on there has been sampled. They say 34 times by artists like Two Life Crew, NWA, just a number of artists. Those are 2 to name a few. There's a song, Here Comes the Meter Man, 16 times. Big Daddy Kane, Tony Braxton, Run DMC, Stormy 5 times. Same Old Thing 9 times. Livewire 5, Cordova, and Sophisticated 60 twice. It just goes on and on and on and on. And, it's just a great record. What? Shovel it. Okay, I'm shoveling
Is
it.
this part of your dig? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, this is a co-dig.
Okay.
You need a dig of the week graphic? You don't have. We've hijacked this bitch.
Hold on. No, the thing is, I always got to do the graphic. So
Well,
is
do
now the time?
graphic. Do the graphic. Do that graphic. Let's see that graphic.
See that graphic?
Oh, that graphic.
See how it intones records /
Well,
digging?
you've stamped it. You've definitely stamped the segment, and that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong with stamping a segment. We couldn't stamp that today. There was some breaking news. We couldn't stamp it.
We had to do that. We had to.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I mean, I don't.
We appreciate the hard work cameraman does for us every time. Although we'd like to, maybe he should host the show one day.
Oh. I ain't got no idea what to say.
So yeah, so today it started out a Coltrane thing, and I couldn't, I couldn't resist talking about the Meters, because I'm just very happy to have that, and I appreciate Steve and Kathy and all my good friends.
Hey, wait. You're Steve.
There are a lot of Steves. I know at least 3.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're Steve.
So yeah, but I want to thank whosampled.com for that great information. I also want to thank the folks, it's called the Friends of John Coltrane, for the information from their wonderful website and their devotion to promoting their native son, John Coltrane. Do you know his music, it called it hard bop?
No, I didn't.
That era.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, hard bop was what he played up to like Giant Steps. Giant Steps, he just recreated music altogether. There's a circle of fifths. There's a circle of chords, and he created ways to move that had never been done before.
It's like a verse took 5 separate.
Yeah, if you can go to Wikipedia and search up what's called, it's called the Coltrane Changes. The Coltrane Changes, there's an entire page devoted to it, and it is, if you spend some time with it, it'll blow your mind. So.
It's like trying to play with the host of this television. Have you ever tried to play with the host of this program right here?
Yeah.
He's got this weird time signature that...
Oh, you play music with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
It's 7/12 time or something like that.
Okay.
Is that a time signature? Can you make that?
You can make, well, the 12th note would have
7/12.
1 beat.
So it's like 1/12,
That's
one
crazy.
third more than a 3/4 of
Maybe like,
a fifth.
that's 7/12. Want to hear that again? Oh, so yeah, I brought my own fan this time because it gets really hot as an oven in here because the air has to go off. That's another thing you hear while you're jamming in here is this. It sounds like a train engine. It's the air conditioner, and that's cool. It keeps the place really cool. But when that goes off, it's time to do the show. The lights are on. You're sweating because you're nervous or whatever, and it gets hot as an oven in here. But we got fans in every corner. This is awesome.
That's something we touched on earlier. Like we actually have to turn the music down. We can't even hear what's going on.
So that was our dig of the week.
show.
I can mention some. We can mention the 45. So just, I don't know. I don't want to spend that much time going through all those records. I'll tell you a few more I might have picked up. Or some records I brought tonight that we can probably listen to. We started the show off with Ike and Tina Turner. This is called "Working Together." And it's got Proud Mary's on there. We listened to that, and that's awesome. I love that record a lot. It makes me very happy when I hear it. Although I can't help thinking about some dude beating up his wife, which sucks. So
That guy had a problem.
the guy had a problem. He definitely had a problem. I think he regrets it now.
And so did she, but her problem was him,
Well,
which was all his fault.
she became, yeah. Okay, so we talked about Sergio. We talked about the meters. Here's a funny record I picked up, and we haven't listened to it yet, but we might listen to it a little later. It's a rock band out of England called Pato. Pato. Saw us in a Goodwill for $1, and I was like, you know what? If you will tilt up the record and let's look at the title of this record, it's kind of, what? What does it say? Smoke 'em?
Smoke them and put them.
Roll 'em, smoke 'em, put another line out. Okay, guys, all right, we know what you're up to.
What are you condoning?
Well,
Are you condoning things?
I thought this might be just a lousy, whatever. That's a pretty good record, and it's worth some money. I saw it, it's worth some money. Pato, not patio. Well, it's not a salsa. This is pato. But yeah, we'll listen to some of that a little later. I brought a great compilation here. This is called Blues Are Black. It's got a number of artists, John Lee Hooker, Memphis Slim, I believe Muddy Waters is on there. Just a ton of really cool stuff. And yeah, it's even got a nice little cover on the back as well. If we get into the mood, we need to hear some blues. I think this might be what we're going to turn to.
Give me that for next.
Brought some Pink Floyd, Obscured by Clouds, soundtrack for the movie La Vallée, a French movie. Here's my favorite album cover of all time, the King Crimson, in the Court of the Crimson King. God, I almost drew blank on this. What am I talking about? We play some T-Rex here. I had to listen to this before I brought it. I didn't know if I was going to like it. I know Bang a Gong is like a great song, and you hear about the Who singing, oh T-Rex, to the sound of old T-Rex. You better. But anyway, it's a great record. There's some great jamming on there. Don't let that record pop out. You got it? Yeah. There you go. So that's T-Rex, a Brit. He could play the blues and jam really well. He likes to echo his voice a lot.
He sure has a full body shot.
And we are going to get around to playing the side 2 of this, Chick Corea album, Return to Forever. We talked about it already on the program, but we never actually played it. You're going to hear that. We listened to Lionel Hampton, is that what I hear?
Yeah,
is that Hamp?
That is.
That is a great record. What can you tell me about this record?
That is Lionel Hampton's own record label.
In Europe?
Glad Hamp Records.
Glad Ham.
Glad Hamp Records. There are a couple of different releases on different labels of the same performance.
Yeah?
The Exciting Hamp in Europe.
Okay.
That is...
There's a lot of folks on this album.
Yeah. It's a good
It's got
one.
a full band here.
Good one.
I love the picture of him on the back. It's the same image on the front, but it's actually the photograph where he's standing on a tom drum with sticks in his hand. This is great. That's Lionel Hampton. And I loved it when I hear Hampton play, and he's playing live, or he's in the studio even. You can hear him. You can hear him grunting. It's like John Bonham. When John Bonham would play the drums, if you've ever heard the solo tracks of Bonham playing drums, there's wave files floating around. And he's in a stairwell in a big castle, and they're recording all the drum tracks for In Through the Outdoor. And you can hear him like his voice while he's hitting the rolls, and it's just really, really cool. And Hampton does the same thing. He's like, I don't do
You gotta get it all.
Okay, so yeah, that's our dig of the week, and we really appreciate y'all. We're gonna flip out of here for just a few minutes and come back with an amazing chip chat and some talking about some sodas that you may not have heard before. So stick around. Stick around. We appreciate you very much. And we also appreciate you, Mr. Mike Miller, calling in. That was the first phoner I took. I tried to take another phoner earlier today, and I failed miserably. And that one really was supposed to count. So we'll work on it. Yeah. Okay. We'll go.
People
Now
are
we got the mic
At least
on.
5 people are now looking for you to spot your mic.
Oh man, we did a whole part of that segment.
It was a good part too.
Wow. Man, okay, let's fill you in on our silent film. We started Chip Chat talking about dill pickle chips. Someone told us that in Alabama or Louisiana or somewhere that you put dill chips on a barbecue sandwich. They meant dill potato chips. So we decided to try that, but then, tried to do some research and discovered he was wrong. It's actually dill hamburger chips. It's actually pickled chips.
Hamburger.
But we decided to go ahead and try this anyway, and
Soggy
it is
bread.
delicious. But
Yeah.
the barbecue is delicious to begin with. I was describing this barbecue. It's North Carolina Lexington style pulled pork barbecue. So my wife has informed me that my mic was not on, and it wasn't on. It wasn't even plugged in. So we've been going.
You unplugged it?
Did we go 10? Yeah, we walked around, dummy.
So all they've been hearing is me going, ma 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 ma, ma 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 ma.
Pretty much.
Damn.
So yeah.
Sorry guys.
But we decided to forge ahead and do the barbecue chips, the potato chips on the barbecue sandwich. So what the hell, let's try that. Maybe that'll work. And it worked for me. Did it work for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to see what that was like in silent motion, in
It's all
silent.
over my face and whatnot.
We should have scaunched the camera cable and got it in black and white, and it would have been like a black and white movie or something. So yeah, but this is Chip Chat. In case you're not familiar with Chip Chat, we talk about chips. We talk about serving. That was what we call a serving suggestion, where we take chips or the like thereof and show you how to apply them in your everyday life. On the way home, I stopped by Aldi because I don't think we've ever stopped by Aldi. At least I haven't. And the brand of Aldi, here, show the good old brand name. This is old Clancy. Clancy's makes some good chips for the Aldi family. They got a whole line of them, your standards, and some interesting ones. I saw some interesting ones. But I grabbed a couple bags of Clancy's. I wanted to try their kettle chips because I love kettle chips. Do you like kettle chips, cameraman? Program.
I enjoy the way they crunch in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's a good crunch. These are the sea salt and cracked pepper. Try that. These are good. Not too. They're not too overly crunchy. Sometimes kettle chips can be a little, really hard, almost like a hard crunch. Very nice. Nice and peppery.
Clancy! Clancy, that's too much flavor. But Clancy, that's too much flavor.
Is the record still playing?
No.
Oh man, it's been one thing after another. This show's a disaster. But we're gonna make it through this. So yeah, the Clancy's makes many things. That was cracked, or sea salt and cracked pepper, and mighty tasty. Decided to go another route. If you like it with not so much sea salt or salt in general, these are lightly salted. These are Clancy's from Aldi. You know, I didn't pay the quarter to get my cart. I just walked in there and started grabbing stuff. You get it back. You pay a quarter, you get a cart, unlocks it, you know, and then you go through Aldi and you buy stuff, and you don't have bags. I didn't have bags, I didn't have a box, so I carried a big handful of stuff in my hands until I started dropping stuff. But these are the garden vegetable straws.
That you carry out of the store.
There's too many red ones. No, these are good. Why don't you show these off?
I would. Here.
You got some music playing? Who are we listening to?
Put this back in there. And
I believe this is T-Rex. This is a great band out of England. They were famous for a song that's on this album we're not listening to, but it's called Bang a Gong. I'm sure you've heard it. You may not know you've heard it, but you've heard it. Get it on, bang a gong, get it on, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it was remade by the Power Station back in the 80s, I believe. Robert Palmer and Duran Duran guys. And then they actually are straws, so maybe you could like put some stuff in the middle, like some dip.
You could drink tofu through that.
Put some dip in there,
Tofu.
a very light dip, or maybe that barbecue dip. What do you think about
With
that?
tofu. You know how they like the
Tofu.
vegetarians?
No, I ain't putting tofu in there.
That tastes better than
These are
it
good.
should. Real good.
These are real good.
Best I've had in a while.
And you know, I don't see a whole lot of ingredients. We got potato flour, sunflower and or safflower oil, cornstarch, tomato puree, spinach powder, salt, sugar, and turmeric. Hey, I didn't hear anything that offended me.
That sounds good. If you complain about that, you got too much to complain about.
And these also are pretty healthy. I mean, I won't say healthy. I'm sorry. That's a bad thing. They're not healthy, but they're delicious. I do know that. In fact, I got one more chip to talk about. One more chip. Let's not do that. So that, you know, had that great idea at work, which is not really a great idea, but it turned out to be a pretty good idea because we've got to eat some barbecue, and there's nothing wrong with that. Aldi chips, and then on the way home. Well, I came home and then went and got some dinner for my family at Arby's because the family loves Arby's. Arby's now has house-made chips. These are kind of like the ones you might get at a fancy restaurant. Like we have the Village Tavern here in the market, in our market, where you can get these really nice appetizer chips where they fry up for you and they're homemade. And this is very much like that. Now these were probably better when they were hotter, but it comes with a little ranch sauce right here. You know what? They make these, they put a little bit of that Arby's sauce seasoning on the chip. That's pretty good,
Oh, that's very good.
I must say.
That's very, very good.
I will be getting these again.
They could charge money for that.
They charged $1.69. That wasn't too much to ask.
For 20
It's like a bag of fries.
That's
so.
20 cents worth of potatoes, though.
Yeah. You know what? They're good. I approve of the Arby's house-made chips. Way to go, Arby's. Or as my daughter calls it, the hat. Because they got the big sign. The sign with a big hat.
It's got a hat.
Now, most new ones have done away with the hat sign. The hat sign is the way to go.
They got those on the old ones. There's one in Greensboro still has a hat.
And we're talking like 10-gallon hat. Boss Hog hat.
Oh, it's like 40 or 50 gallon probably. I mean, it's on a big fake head.
Oh yeah,
In the
well,
parking lot.
when you talk about it in perspective, yeah, it's a huge damn head. It probably maybe 1,000 gallons. Who knows?
Probably. I don't know.
How much longer are we gonna talk about this?
3 hours.
What are we listening to? T-Rex, yeah. Okay, well, you know what? I've eaten enough of these chips. I've kind of gotten a little thirsty. So that's usually a cue that we want to do something else now. Instead of doing the cheapy chats, we're going to talk about soda. We're going to talk about something called Soda Speak. And really not much to say about soda. Thanks for watching. No, just kidding. We do have a little bit to talk about. You know, I was in Aldi and I didn't really have anything to talk about. We'll start with talking about the Almond Smash is still here from last week. It was a big bottle.
That's a smash hit.
Oh, it smelled good when I opened it. It's a little shot of amaretto to my nose. Looks like a red cream soda, but it doesn't taste like a red cream soda. It tastes like I said, amaretto, but a soda version of amaretto. If you missed it last week, there it is. It's got some nuts on it. Show your nuts. I love that. It's like eating candy or something. Anyway, picked up some Welch's. It's not a soda. It's not a soda.
Welch's, they make the grape stuff.
Well, this is drink. It's 100% vitamin C.
It's called drink?
It's called a flavored juice drink.
Drink. It's drink.
It's not
beverage.
juice. It's not juice.
It's not a beverage. It's not
Well, what
juice,
it's not is not
drink.
juice. It's a drink. My daughter said she loved it. She loved the flavors. This is Welch's Mango Passion Fruit. And
Give it a shot.
You can show that to and then you can have a slag on that one if you want. It is very tasty. I love mango. I love passion fruit. I love any exotic fruit like that. It tastes like, you can have it if you want. It tastes like a fruit cocktail, but with the tropical fruit that they make. You know, you buy Dole's cherry fruit mix or whatever. And this one tastes like the tropical fruit. That'd be good with some liquor in it, maybe.
It's refreshing.
It is refreshing.
It'd be good with some rum. Brown rum.
Yeah, spice rum. Yeah, Captain Morgan's maybe. Okay. And I had one more thing to talk about, and I think I'm gonna need cameraman's help on this because I brought some images to share because this thing. I teased this earlier. It's called 11 Crazy Soda Flavors You Won't Find in the U.S. Now we have to thank credit where credit's due. Mashable, the great website Mashable, they love to take things and list them and mash them up. Mashable.com, we do appreciate everything they do for us. I've got 11 sodas to talk about here. Some of them are very strange, some of them I do want to try. And some of them we may end up trying on the show because we do have a friend of the program who knows how to acquire such things. He's very in tune with the Pacific Rim, shall we say. The first one, and I'm going to need your help, cameraman. You need to go down to the bottom. Now we're going to have to dip away because my audio is going to die out after I go to graphic. So we're going to go to graphic and come back in a second. But the first one is called Salty Watermelon Soda. Do we have a graphic? I put them in order 01, 02, 03. So 01 is the first one. You'll find one. All the stuff. Yeah. Okay. This is called Salty Watermelon Soda. Show the graphic. The Salty Watermelon Pepsi was a limited edition flavor sold in Japan. Unfortunately, the beverage lived a short life in the summer of 2012. So it's no longer available. Salty watermelon. I would have liked to have tried salty watermelon. You need to go ahead and do a record thing before showing the next graphic. You want to show one more graphic? Okay. This next one they call it bitter soda. It's called bitter soda. Can we show the graphic on bitter soda? Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, 02. It comes after 01.
Oh, gotcha.
Algerian soft drink manufacturing company, Hamoud Boulamo. Boulam. Hamal Boulam
I'm pretty sure
has a
that's
slim, bitter flavor which tastes like it sounds with a
slim, bitter.
slim bitter. Yeah, as opposed to Slim Whitman. With a hint of lemon. Okay, so bitter, hint of lemon. That might be interesting. I don't know about bitter. It's like bitters, like what you mix with.
You've got a palate of it.
Would you like to fix the records? Are you worried about records right now, or can we do another one?
Another record?
No, another soda.
You want to talk about another soda? Let's do that.
Number 3, 03, is called Curry Soda. Now this one is very familiar. The bottle looks very familiar to something we've had on the program. And if the cameraman will hand it to me or grab it. That's the curry soda. Looks just like that. Now she'll show them what we had earlier in a few programs ago. It's this Ramon's drink, which is a carbonated soft drink, and I remember it tasting sweet. It was really good. It was really good. And the bottles are so cool. I love the little, you pop that little bottle on the inside, and I don't know why, but they just wanted it that way. And it's just one of the most interesting, weird little bottles that I've ever seen in my life. So there, that's curry soda. I'm sorry, fortunately for all you brave souls out there, this Japanese soda from Ramon can be purchased online. So you can actually buy this online and have it shipped to your home. They'll send it to you in a little box, and you'll taste it, and you'll say, wow, that's curry soda. And I believe it's a Japanese curry, if you're wondering if it's Thai curry or whatever. They're all different.
Got mustard in it.
I don't believe it has mustard. Yeah. Don't believe it has mustard. We're going to let cameraman queue up, or get ready to queue up the next record. So this has been an interesting chit chat and so to speak so far. We went to so to speak graphic, didn't we? Yeah.
We'll come out of it.
We hope you're having fun. We hope you're having a good time. We certainly are having a good time.
Hey, you want to let people know we just finished up with so to speak? Because if they're just tuning in.
No, we're not done yet. We're
not
on
done?
number
We got
4,
more?
man. We got 7 more of these mugs to get through.
7 more sodas?
Yeah, number 4.
You have 7 more sodas?
You got 04.
Wow.
04. I need you. Let's
Do it.
let's get through these a little quicker. So stay on the board,
I'm there.
and we'll do 04 cucumber soda. So
Okay.
if you want to pop up cucumber soda, Pepsi Ice Cucumber was another flavor from Japan, sold in summer 2007. You know. Okay, and that's cucumber soda. 05, this one's weird. Black garlic soda. Hails from Switzerland. This can also be purchased online. Manufacturing company La Obamas.
That's a conspiracy.
The Obamas describe it as a refreshing, special garlic drink, absolutely free of garlic smell.
Wait,
You
did
want
they
the
say
garlic?
special garlic drink?
Yes. Nope. Oh, you're not a garlic fan. How about this next
No, I
one?
like
How
garlic.
about this next one? 06.
I don't abide by a special garlic drink.
Okay, well, how about 06? You may abide by this. Go to 06. This is onion soft drink. Onion! Is it up? So there you go. That's onion soft drink. Onions may reduce you to tears, but this South Korean beverage made by Tamla Village Limited packs Jeju onions, which contain anti-cancer substances and agents that help prevent arteriosclerosis,
Secret agents?
heart disease, and Alzheimer's. Hey, ALS, man.
Yeah.
Or
Alzheimer's
ALZ.
disease.
Check it out. Drink some onion soda. Alzheimer's. That's one.
Old timers.
Alzheimer's is not
Old
cool.
timers.
Not looking.
Oh.
Number 7, 07. We digress. We're talking about soda here. 07, tree bark soda. I say that's right, tree bark soda. Show it. The first one was tree bark soda. This soda gets its flavor from malby, a type of tree bark. It tastes initially sweet with a bitter aftertaste. Fun fact, hey, fun fact. It has been known to act as an unexpected laxative to many first-time drinkers.
Good thing.
This is one you can have fun with. Have fun with your friends.
What color is your poo?
You'll find out quick. All right, number 808. Black currant soda.
Currant.
I'm sorry, currant. Pardon me, mister. I know French.
True.
Yeah, don't you love Fanta? Fanta's got some great flavors, and there's black currant.
Oh, is this Fanta?
Fanta Cassis, a black currant flavored soda, is available in Kenya and Egypt.
Currant.
Cherry. Okay, here's one I want to try. This one. I don't know if it exists anymore. This one's called strawberry milk soda. It's another Pepsi product. Strawberry milk soda. Do we have a graphic?
Is that the one called 09?
Yes, 09. I'm
Okay.
sorry. We're up to 09. We're almost there. Doing good. You're doing real good. This is hard. This is hard. I know this is hard because in the menu for producer, the camera is up here and then page down, page down, page down, page down. The pictures are down the bottom, so it's tough. Yet another limited edition flavor for Pepsi in Japan. Pepsi Pink sounds like a response to Code Red Mountain Dew, but actually tastes like a fizzy strawberry milk. Released in November 2011.
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry
I've been
milk.
asking for that for years. I've been writing
In a
letters.
soda? In a soda?
Yeah, I've been writing letters.
To who?
Various soda manufacturers.
And Pepsi? They might have heard you.
Pepsi, Coca-Cola, RC.
They must have thought you were in Japan.
No, I used English in my letters.
Okay.
I wrote the...
You didn't do it in like Japanese?
No.
Okay.
And they came from a...
Well,
English...
we got two more here. Number 10, if you'll find 10, comes after 9. It's, they say it's grass soft drink. Grass. Yayo's grass. Yeah, that's grass. Yayo's grass jelly drink is manufactured in Malaysia. One review described it as tasting like a warm, stale Coke. With sludge.
With sludge? Do you have to drink it warm?
I think it's best served, Revenge is best served warm.
That's true.
Or cold. No, but just served.
Always warm.
And number 11, our final drink of crazy sodas, White Fungus Bird's Nest soft drink. It just rolls off. Okay, and truly, it rolls off the tongue, the name like that. This soft drink actually made from white fungus and the nests of cave-dwelling birds, hails from Vietnam. If you enjoy pulpy orange juice, you might enjoy this chunky texture of this beverage as well.
How many nests per
I don't know. You know, bird's nest, they make soup with bird's nest soup.
I don't think they're talking about birds. They're talking about mammals, aren't they? Bats and other night creatures?
No, I think
It's a night creature soda.
it's a bird's nest.
Night creature.
A night bird. It could be an owl. Do they have nests? An owl's nest. Yeah, I guess so. So that's so to speak. That's Chip Chat. We did Dig of the Week. We tried to keep it, you know, we hijacked the show, but we kept it real. We kept it close to its form. And I'm sure it's nowhere near what it could be. But we try. And we carry on. We're good soldiers. My hat goes off to cameraman. And we hope that Mike Miller is enjoying his time on a private island. That's what he should do. He's earned it. So yes, that's something we did a long time ago. We're doing so to speak right now.
No, we're done with all that.
I know, but you finished it with Chip Chat.
No, see the thing is, I'm
we
recapping.
have to start over from the beginning.
I'm recapping.
This is so wrong.
Recap.
Okay,
Use your,
so we did a chip chat.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
digressively
we did a so to speak,
bark talk.
and we talked it back.
Bark talk.
Now we didn't do a run up.
Run down.
Oh, was it run down? You're right.
That's what you said.
I did.
I don't know the difference.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So that, there's my show, there's my sodas. That's all I got. My voice is hoarse, and my beer's nearly empty. So we're gonna call it a night for the show. But believe me, we're gonna play some more records. Don't go anywhere. Now, the segment, you may be going somewhere else on YouTube, but you can always check us out at YouTube/Machete Miller. Is that right? Do you have a graphic you can show maybe? More people can go and check out the YouTube channel. That's it, yeah. Keep digging, keep looking for really cool stuff. It's all out there. You just have to keep looking. It's what I love about new towns for me is trying to find where are these people hiding the good records.
Goodwill.
Yeah. I haven't figured this town out yet. I don't think anybody's figured this town out yet. But yeah, keep it real. We've enjoyed having you this Friday night. And I'm Steve Jones saying thanks for watching and good night. But stick around, there's a lot more great records to play here on Ustream. And don't forget Ad Blocker Plus. If you're getting interrupted by commercials, there's no need for that. Install Ad Blocker Plus in Google Chrome or I think in Firefox, whatever it's called.
Foxfire 11.
And I think most browsers have it now, so check it out. This is Grown Man Record.